Estonian is a subject-verb-object language. The word order is quite flexible overall, but if we're looking at simple sentences, this order is surprisingly fixed. Unlike in English, where you need both a subject and a verb, all you need to create a sentence in Estonian is a verb, so let's look at verbs first. The base form, or infinitive, of Estonian verbs always has ma at the end, and for the most part there's at least 2 syllables preceding this ma syllable. For example, tegema is a verb, but tema is not. Let's conjugate the verb ütlema, to say. Like most languages, Estonian also has 3 singular and 3 plural personal pronouns: mina, sina, tema, meie, teie, nemad. There is also a conjugation we use if we don't know or don't want to say which grammatical person did the action. It's called umbisikuline. It's slightly too advanced for this video, but it's good to know that this exists because it's quite common. Another neat thing personal pronouns do is become shorter. Mina becomes ma, sina becomes sa, tema becomes ta, meie becomes me, teie becomes te, nemad becomes nad. So here's the gist of how to conjugate. You can't do this with all verbs, but it should give you a good overview or understanding of the process. On the verb, remove the ma syllable. For mina or ma, add n. Remember this with the word man. For sina or sa, add d. Remember this with sad. For tema or ta, add b. Remember this with tab. The man is sad because he closed his tab. For meie or me, add me. So literally a meme. For teie or te, add te. Same thing. For nemad or nad, add vad. Nad and vad rhymes, so that's how I remembered it. So here we have all conjugations for the present tense. Mina ütlen, sina ütled, tema ütleb, meie ütleme, teie ütlete, nemad ütlevad. And the umbisikuline is either üteldakse or öeldakse. If you want the negative form, then don't worry, it's ei ütle for all of them. Ei means no, by the way. And for the umbisikuline, it's ei ütelda or ei öelda. If you're thinking, great, this seems kind of doable, think again. I'd say that about half of the verbs are more tricky. For example, laulma. You can't say mina laulin, so you need to add a vowel, mina laulan. And then we have more fun words like minema, which means go, that is actually mina lähen, sina lähed, etc. If you are ever in doubt or don't know, please check Sõnaweb. All you need to do is type in the base form or click the base form it suggests and open the side panel here. It will show all the conjugations for you. Sometimes, like with the word ütlema, it will have 2 possible ways to conjugate. Both are correct, it's just up to personal preference. And here you can also see the past form of the verbs. It's the same logic as before, but now you're adding these suffixes instead of the ones I taught you earlier. Let's conjugate the verb to be, since that's a useful word to know. Ma olen, sa oled, ta on, no be here. Me oleme, te olete, nad on, and no vad here. The negative is ei ole for all of them. If you see any of these words with something that kind of looks like a verb but has either nud or tud at the end, you are looking at the present perfect tense in Estonian. The present perfect tense does about the same thing it does in English. Indicates an action that began in the past and extends to the present. If it's nud, then we know who the grammatical person is, but if it's tud, then it's the umbisikuline and we don't know. In Estonian, present perfect is called täisminevik. Minevik is the past and täis means full. If you see the past tense of a verb olema with either nud or tud, you guessed it, it's the past perfect tense. It indicates actions that began in the past and ended in the past. This is called enne minevik. Enne means before and minevik is the past. There is no separate future tense in Estonian. Estonians like to joke that we have no future because we don't have it in grammar, and we don't seem to have a future looking at the population and declining birth rate. We express the future with words like homme, tomorrow, or by other verbs like hakkama. Keep in mind that you may have several words between these verb phrases, so watch out for that. That's the basics of verb conjugation. There are other topics to cover and I will come back to these, but it will be more useful to move on to nouns now.